collectors and action figure fans, it's the one and only Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Power of the Primes Deluxe Class BLACKWING, or more commonly known by collectors and fans as Darkwing. For the packaging, this is the front of the box. This and this is the side of the box. And this is the back of the box. Go ahead and pause it right now in case there's anything on the back here that you'd like to read. And here we have BLACKWING open up out of its packaging and obviously in his jet mode. And much like all these Power of the Prime figures, he does come with his nice collector card with that really cool art there. On the back, you can see that he merges with Onyx, which allows him to toy with his prey like an apex predator. And apparently all the information that we have is that Onyx Prime will be exclusively available with the Predacons, which kind of stinks when you think about it. I'm obviously going to get the Predacons, but kind of stinks that you gotta get that to get him, but whatever. And here we have BLACKWING, or Darkwing, whatever you want to call him. He's one of the Duocons from, the old Power Master days, and here we have him again as a Power of the Prime figure. Obviously, here's his combiner hand. It's, whatever you think of these, it's kind of cool. I do like it. You can take this out, kind of. There we go. Pull that out. You can take one of the combination Enigmas. You can put that in there. It pegs in there fairly decently. You can remove that. Let's see, what else do I have sitting here? Oh, of course, we got, I'm basically making, Cup here like my little mascot. I always bring him out for him because he sits right here. And you can put that in there. So, yay, face! So you can do something like that, obviously. You can also use this as a weapon. I think it's kind of ugly, but you can do it. So put that in there. I like that you have that. You can cover up the hand and all that. That's pretty cool. But looking at the rest of them, stupid rubber. I got really lucky with Dreadwind, and his was like perfectly straight. I'm gonna have to blowtorch this or something to get that to work decently, because that's just ugly, but and whatever. But here he is, and bringing in Dreadwing, because these are the two guys. You can see they both have that same look. One thing that's really cool, I don't have it, I never did, but Darkwing and Dreadwing, when the G1 toys were there, these really do look like they're G1 toys in terms of the color and all that stuff. I'm really quite impressed with it. He does have that kind of wing thing where you can bring that forward like so. You can see that you can bring that back down. He's got his guns here on the side. I'm going to remove these. They're just these little gray bits of plastic. One thing that I will say is that this guy doesn't seem to really tab together all that great. He constantly seems like he's falling apart or pulling apart or something. It's not bad. I just feel like some of the tolerances aren't there, but in general, it looks really cool. I do wish he had, or I did have, my no speak English, is messing up bad. But you can see, though, if you had that original, go watch Pia's review. He did a great video showing these guys compared to the G1 toys, so you can go watch them. After you watch mine, you do have the little posts on here, so you can take Cup and you can have him fly around. Look at me, I'm flying. You can do that. It's late, I'm getting tired. But overall, it's a heavy retool of one of the Aerobots. I'm not 100% sure which one, but it's very similar to all that. Now, one thing that's cool, and it's not the best, to be totally honest, but the Duocons here of Dreadwing and BLACKWING could combine to create Dreadwing. It's something that the original G1 toys could do, and you can do it here. It feels like it's an afterthought, but I really do appreciate that Hasbro put it in to get this all done up for it. First, what you want to do is bring these little wings up like so. Detach this, hinge this back like that, and here you have Dreadwind. Well, maybe if I can get that to work properly. That's got a tab in there. Why you no tab in there? Well, yeah, well, all right. I'm just gonna leave it like that. This one seems a tab in decent. Well, okay. So there you have that pretty much done. That's cool. Now this, I'm honestly looking at the instructions while I'm doing it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't really care too much for this, but you just hinge this back. It looks like, what does this do? This whole thing is like shifting or something. Oh, and then you rotate these wings. That's right. These are on little ball joints. We're going to bring this back down. Tab that, and you have to lift that up to get the little clearance for that there. And you just kind of tuck this. You're just going to stick that in there. Just kind of just sits right there. Not very clean or anything, but it's there, I guess. And then, oh, well, I should bring this out. You got this little post here. That has to come out, and that kind of sits right there. There you go. Forgot to do that. And then bring this down like that, and basically you have this done. Now that little post, what you do is you come around here to the back and keep that kind of pegged in there. And now this is the first time I'm doing this, but that's not bad. It kind of sits there semi decently. I know P was complaining that his was really loose. Mine's not too bad. I mean, it's not completely secure, but it's not terrible, I don't think. But this is Dreadwind. It's the combined jet. It's not bad. Like I said, at least they did something. I mean, they didn't need to do it. It is cool that they included. I wish it was a little bit more of a secure connection here, but hey, kudos to them for even trying to do something like this. I think it's cool, I guess. Now, transformation, we have seen it before. I'm not going to focus too much on it. Now we're going to bring this back. These little guys get rotated around. I believe like this is the front, although yeah, this has to be rotated around. These ball joints here, I do kind of wish that you could bring these up, because the G1 toy had the wings up a little bit, but you unfortunately can't. Detach these, swivel these down, and then you bring this up. Oh wait, no, hold on, hinge that. There you go. Make sure that that's all the way down. Tab that in. Do that on this side as well. Tab that in. Now you can fold these back if you really want to. Personal preference, I'm going to. I mean, you can leave them forward as well. I mean, hey, you can even take these little ugly blue one or teal ones, and you can fold those forward as well if you want. Let's do that. Okay, get that like so. Take these arms, you shift these up like that. Take this little ugly piece, fold that back, bring this up like so, and then bring this up and you tab that into place. Bring that wing or nose cone section all the way, bring this back, and oh wait, bring that down. There you go. And then bring this, keep that straight, bring that forward. You got a little tab bit right here on the section here that's gonna sort of slot in there. So just bring that in, kind of locks it there. Bring that in, kind of just sits right there. Bring that down. Like I said, I wish you could rotate these, but I don't think there's really a way that you can. I mean, what does this do? Like I said, I wish you could bring these more straight back, because that's how the original G1 toy is, but I don't think you can, so I'm just going to leave that there. Bring that down, keep that there, and when you're done, do I have that? Yep. When you're done, there you have Blackwing or Darkwing, whatever you want to call him, transformed in his robot mode. Now, coming in to take a closer look, one thing that I do want to mention is in the package, he's actually transformed incorrectly. The instructions do show the Decepticon logos here facing forward, so this is how you want to do it. And obviously that looks a lot better than having the coloring and the decals and stuff on the back. Well, I shouldn't call them decals. They're actually printed on there, which is nice. They're not stickers. I find it interesting that stickers are being used for like Voyager and Leader class figures, whereas the Deluxe ones are getting paint detail. I don't understand that at all. But as you can see, I have him holding his guns. You can remove that, pull that off. You can also put this down, and you can bring this around here and plug that in there, and you can have his prime armor, which it's a thing that you can do. Overall, really nice. Again, colored. I don't have the G1. I wish I did. Well, I wish I did just for comparison purposes, but the coloring looks really good. It nicely matches that original G1 Darkwing. The head looks really good as well. Absolutely nails it. I find it interesting that you can really get a flying post with him. Again, you got a nice Tampo Decepticon logo right there. Overall, really nice paint detail on this guy. You can see the blues, the teals, the grays, obviously the purple and the yellow there. You got some nice silver accents in the abdomen area and then here in the knee. So now, well, I can't really do comparisons because, again, like I said, I don't have the G1 toy. But here is Blackwing, Darkwing, whatever. And here's his buddy Dreadwind. Again, these guys made up their own little team and everything, so it's nice to get both of them. They were a part of Transformers that I personally didn't follow much. You know, the Power Master, I mean, we got the toys and everything, just the whole Power Master thing was more overseas, and around that time, I had stopped really kind of paying attention to Transformers. But while I don't have any kind of attachment to these characters, they're still really nice nonetheless. Now for his articulation, the head, as you can see, you can get it moving all the way up there. It's got a nice flexible ball joint, so you get a good range of motion with it. Shoulders here on ball joints. You also have the hinge as part of the transformation. You have a swivel right here at the upper part of the arm. You got soft ratchet joints that allow for some hinges here at the elbow. The waists, what, waists? Like he's got two, Paul? The waist swivels. You do have the ball joint here for the hips. You have a swivel at the upper part of the thigh. Bend here. Actually, does that? Yeah, that feels like a soft ratchet joint at the knee, so that hinges very nicely. Nothing at the ankle. Like I said, no attachment to the character at all. So I think the people that do like the character are really going to like this. Because me, who doesn't have one, thinks he's pretty cool looking. I like how they painted the hand so that doesn't just blend in with the rest of the forearm area. Really cool. Now, obviously, he can be put into a leg or an arm. I'm not going to bother showing that because to me, it's made up. It really doesn't do anything. To transform him back, we're going to detach this, swivel this, or rotate that around. Gonna get that out of the way, and that's going to just kind of sit inside there like that. This whole bit here, you're going to bring this down, rotate these wings around, kind of hinge that out, do that on this side as well. And then you can bring this back and over, I'll keep that there. And then bring this all the way down, and you're going to tab that right in just like so. This is going to come all the way around, and then it'll hinge back, straighten out that, bring this down, bring this down. Again, we've seen this transformation several times. It's nothing really different. Hinge this piece up there. Bring this out. Hinge this piece there. Bring the two together. And then you can bring this down just like that. And then this popped out. So reposition that, keep that there. And then this, keep these up, it makes it a little bit easier. You have to bring this down and lock that along the side. But it doesn't really seem to fit in there well. It wants to push out, which is a little annoying, to be honest. So just kind of straighten that, bring these back like that. Take these, fold this down, and there you have them back in his jet mode. Overall, good toy. Like I said, I don't have an attachment to either, Blackwing here or Dreadwind, but the toys are still pretty nice. Granted, they kind of just look like Decepticon versions of the aerial bots, but hey, that's not that bad of a thing. The overall color scheme and everything looks really good. I feel like it wants to pull apart in some of the tabbing in areas. It's not terrible, really, but I just feel like some of it is, like the tolerances aren't perfect. I mean, it's still a good toy. I do still recommend it. I think that people that are fans of Darkwing are probably going to like it a little bit more. It's not high on my list of must-gets, but it's still a solid-looking figure. Of the new Deluxe figures, he's probably the weakest. And to me, that's just a personal preference because, again, I have no attachment to the character. But the toy is still pretty good. So, all that being said, if Blackwing here is a figure that you'd like to add to your collection, he is available right now at Big Bad Toy Store. So all you have to do for that is click on the link down in the video description. You'll go to BBTS where you can check out availability on this guy, as well as the rest of the wide range of Transformers Power of the Prime figures. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Don't forget that if you like this video, I would really appreciate your support and letting me know by hitting that thumbs up button. It actually does go a long way towards helping me out, and I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new here, welcome. And before you go, make sure you subscribe in case you haven't already subscribed. That way you'll get instant email notifications whenever I upload a new video, and you'll never miss out on a future review of mine. Or hey, if you're already subscribed, now more than ever it's important to make sure that you're getting those email notifications. We all know just how unreliable that YouTube subscription box is, and the best way to help support my channel and not miss any future reviews of mine is to click on that little bell right below this video and double check your settings to make sure that they're set so that you get those email notifications. And as always, until next time, till all are one.